Sooner 1 and Boomer Sooner all, everybody. My name's Harry James. I have the hat back on that Corso wears. You know what that means for me, right? It's the Pick'em contest. But this time we're not picking just any play mature games like we always do. These are the bowl games for 2018-2019. Both semifinal games. Plus, all the conference games in the Big 12 you can muster. Plus, the non-cons that you can muster. Next, Boomer Sunday 1982. These are my picks right here. We start our Big 12 conference picks in the Cheez-It Bowl. TCU earning a win over Oklahoma State, getting them their sixth win. That sets them in a bowl game against Cal Berkeley on the 26th of December, the day after Christmas. The Cheez-It Bowl will be at 8 o'clock on ESPN, and I'm taking the Frogs. 27th. 8 o'clock, the Texas Bowl at Baylor Bears. They're back in the bowl season, postseason. And Vanderbilt, ESPN, 8 o'clock. Taking Baylor. 29th, the Camping World Bowl. 4:15, West Virginia and Syracuse renew their rivalry. Big 12-wise, that is. Taking West Virginia. 8 o'clock, the Alamo Bowl. Iowa State and Washington State on ESPN. Taking the Clones. Cyclones, the winds will be gusting there in Alamo country. There won't be any winds in South Beach. There won't be any, I don't foresee any snow in the South Beach. But you know what will be in the South Beach? Plenty and plenty and plenty more of crimson. Because it's Alabama and Oklahoma in the bowl game. The Orange Bowl at 7 o'clock on the 29th. Semifinal playoff game numero deuce in that one. Primetime ESPN. I don't pick this bowl game, but I don't want to sound like a homer, Alabama fans. So I don't do it. You guys know that. What I do is I do give my thoughts. As an OU fan, I do that on the Sooner Fans podcast. That will be up, I'm guessing, next week sometime. Usually it's Thursday, so look for that either Wednesday or Thursday. After that, get the 30th, the day off, to kind of get ready for New Year's. OU fans get to travel home. New Year's Eve, you have 2 games, actually. It's the Liberty Bowl between Missouri and Okie State at 2:45 on ESPN. I'm going to take the Aggies. And then at 7:45, it's the Nokia Sugar Bowl. Or the Sugar Bowl, and I'm not sure if it's Nokia anymore, but it was All-State when Oklahoma played in it. This year playing it, Texas and Georgia. ESPN. I'm taking the Bulldogs. We got after Ellinger. The second time around when we played them. West Virginia got after Ellinger when they played them. Oklahoma State got after Ellinger. You see a pattern here, Georgia? Get to Ellinger. If you get to Ellinger, he'll make mistakes, and then you can get the ball back to Georgia, who probably should be in the finals if you ask Georgia fans. So that's your non-Big 12 games. Now, let's look inside the non-conference. The 18th of December is when that gets started. National bowls include the AutoCare Nations Bowl, the 18th of December at 12:30 p.m. on ESPN. The battle for Louisiana between Tulane and Louisiana. CBS Sports, I'm taking Tulane. 1 o'clock. The New Mexico Bowl, ESPN, will be between North Texas and Utah State. I'm taking Utah State. 2:30, the Las Vegas Bowl on ABC, Fresno State and Arizona State. I'm taking the Devils, the Sun Devils, that is, Arizona State. 4:30, the Camilla Bowl, Georgia Southern and Eastern Michigan. That game's on ESPN. I'm going to go with Georgia Southern. The nightcaps, 8 o'clock, New Orleans Bowl, Middle Tennessee and Appalachian State. ESPN, I'm going to stay. I'm going to go with Appalachian State. That's the 18th. The 19th includes a 6 p.m. game with the Boca Raton Bowl, Alabama, Birmingham, and Northern Illinois, ESPN. By the way, welcome back, UAB. Proud of you. Also on the 19th, the Frisco Bowl, San Diego State, and Ohio. Not state, just regular Ohio. ESPN, I'm going to go with the Bobcats. 20th, the Gorilla Bowl between Marshall and USF, 7 o'clock, ESPN. I'm going to go South Florida. 21st, 11:30 a.m., the Bahamas Bowl. That's Florida International in Toledo. On ESPN, I'm going to go Toledo. 3 o'clock, the Idaho Potato Bowl. Western Michigan and Brigham Young, ESPN. I'm going to go with BYU. Answer those prayers. 22nd, which will be next Saturday, Birmingham Bowl, Memphis and Wake Forest. The game will be on ESPN. I'm going to go with Memphis. 2:30, the Armed Forces Bowl, Houston and Army, ESPN. Can't go against Army in a Armed Force Bowl, can you? And Army's a good team too, by the way. 6 o'clock, the Dollar General Bowl, Buffalo and Troy, 6 p.m. on ESPN. I'm going to go Buffalo. 9:30, the Hawaii Bowl, Hawaii and Louisiana Tech, ESPN. I'm going to go with Hawaii. 26th, as part of the First Responders Bowl at 12:30 p.m., BC, that's Boston College, and Boise State, ESPN. I'm going to go with Boise. The Quick Lane Bowl, Minnesota, don't you know what? And Georgia Tech, ESPN. I'm going to go with Georgia Tech. December 27th, part of the Independence Bowl, 12:30 p.m., Temple and Duke, ESPN. I'm going to go with the Dukies. The Pinstripe Bowl out in New York City, Miami, and Wisconsin and the Badgers. I'm going to go with Miami, the 20 on ESPN. 28th, the Music City Bowl, Purdue and Auburn, 12:30 ESPN. I'm going to go with Auburn. 29th, 11 a.m., Peach Bowl, Florida and Michigan, ESPN. I'm going to go with Michigan, South Carolina, and Virginia on ABC. In the Belk Bowl, I'm going to go with Virginia. All at 11, 12:15. There's another one, the Arizona Bowl between Arkansas State and Nevada. I'm going to go with Arkansas State. 3 p.m., the Cotton Bowl, the first part of the college football playoff. The winner of this game plays the winner of our game between Alabama and Oklahoma. Winner of this one, though, Clemson and Notre Dame. Those are the two teams in it. Listen, Notre Dame's had a great year. They don't play in a conference championship game, which I think is going to hurt them. Clemson does play in a conference championship game, which helps them. And it also helps them jump Notre Dame, I think. And so we'll see them in San Francisco, in my opinion. The 31st, so you'll take the 30th off. 31st, 11 a.m., Military Bowl, Cincinnati and Virginia Tech, ESPN. I'm going to go with Cincinnati. 1 p.m., the Sun Bowl, Stanford and Pitt on CBS. I'm going to go with the Panthers of Pitt. 2 p.m., the Red Box Bowl, Michigan State and Oregon, ESPN. I'm going to go with Oregon. 6 p.m., the Holiday Bowl, Northwestern and Utah. Fox Sports 1, I'm going with Utah. 6:30 p.m., the Gator Bowl in North Carolina State and Texas A&M ESPN. I'm going to go with the Wolfpack of North Carolina State. January 1, the main bowls, the Outback Bowl part of it, the New Year's Six Bowls, Outback Bowl part of it, Mississippi State and Iowa, ESPN Deuce. I'm going to go with Mississippi State. Main part of it will be the Fiesta Bowl, an hour later at 12 p.m., LSU in Central Florida on ESPN. What about the Fighting Josh Heupels? With the game not being in New Orleans, this is a big help to UCF. They'll take advantage. Go get them, Josh. The Citrus Bowl, Kentucky and Penn State on ABC. I'm going to go with Kentucky. And the final part to the New Year's Six Bowls will be Washington and the Ohio State University in the Rose Bowl at 4 p.m. on ESPN. I'm going with the Buckeyes of Ohio State in Urban Meyer's final home game to coach, if you believe that. All right, guys, thanks for watching. We just previewed all the bowl games, or at least what I think is going to happen in those bowl games. All right, guys, thanks for watching. You can visit. Remember, don't take these picks to Vegas, but if you do, I want a little money in the pot if you get some winnings, okay? So if you want to do that, you got to watch the video, right? Duh. Just go to YouTube. Bowler Junior 1982. You can watch while you're on the plane. Also, it's on my Twitter page, Hey Ben Harry, and on my Facebook page, Harry James Taylor. All right, guys, that'll do it. Wraps it up for another fun year of college football. I hope your team did well, as mine did. And if not, better luck next year. Who knows? Eventually, we might even get that 16 playoff. Till then, guys, week 1 next year. See y'all then. Till then, I'm out of here. Thanks a lot for watching me all season. You guys are great. And have a great spring and summer, everybody. See y'all next fall. I'm out of here.